What's up, guys? We're doing Radiation and Summit for the best ninja defusing spots in all of Black Ops 1. Good lineup here. Launch in Nuketown wasn't really good. Havana wasn't really good. Let me go through and rank these maps. Then we'll do DLC maps as well. Array, 10 out of 10. And this is for ninja defusing, by the way. 10 out of 10. 8 out of 10. 10 out of 10. 8 out of 10. 7 out of 10. 7.5 out of 10, 5 out of 10, 10 out of 10, no, 9.5 out of 10, 8.5 out of 10, so, honestly, 4 or 5 out of 10, Radiation, 8 out of 10, Summit, 10 out of 10, Villa, 7 out of 10. WMD, 10 out of 10. But let's go ahead and jump into Radiation and Summit. And I'll do this real quick. Berlin Wall, actually, no, we'll dive into that next time. Let's go ahead and do Radiation and Summit. I can't wait to do these DLC maps as well. But I'm going to do just the base maps. And then maybe tomorrow I'll do the DLC maps. But I've recorded all these episodes. You guys are seeing one episode a day for probably like a week straight. I've done all this in this span of like an hour and a half. I've just been non-stop recording. Oh my god, I've got to go up this. I haven't done this in so long. But what happens if you... It just stays. Oh my... I love this game. Look at this shit. I gotta see this on the fucking camera, man. I'm such a nerd for this game. I love this game, man. It's just so peak. Dude, I love this fucking game. This game is just... Dude, just like, come on, man. What a fucking game. Whee! Sorry. Alright, my bad. Sorry, I'm just enjoying this game again. Alright, here we go. This is the spot I would always use on B. This is the site that I always come to because it's just easier to get to it. I just always go right here in this spot. Because a lot of the time if they come from up here, they'll see you sometimes. A lot of the time they'll just run in from this way right here. They'll come in, they'll just lay here, and they'll plant like this. I would say this is the number 1 best spot. I would say this is the number 2 best spot right here because it's even better because not only does it block that, and you still won't get seen if they come from this way. You can get seen from this way, but they don't really go over there a lot. You know, and I would also say if they come from this way, you know, they're a lot more inclined to come out like this and see you over here than they are to sprint and see you over there. So I'd say 1, 2, and if you really want another spot, you could prone right here. It's not the best, but you could go there. You could also, you know, you could go up here and maybe play like here in a weird spot just to be different, you know what I mean? Like that's just if you want to get a little bit creative. You can also go between these right here and you can just prone right here as well. This is not a bad spot at all. I mean, there's pretty good amount of spots you can go to here. I'd say number 1, number 2, and honestly, number 3 right here probably. I don't really use this spot a lot, but I'd say this is a solid spot. What does it look like when you're over here? What does it look like just from here? I mean, you probably can see me pretty well. Not really that well, to be honest. You know what I mean? Not really too... I mean, you can see me, but... You know, a lot of the time you won't see anyone go over here like this. You'll just see them come straight through this way and be like, oh, you know, whatever, and then plant the bomb. You know, and then if we're talking about A, which I'm going up here. Oh, it's already open. Damn. Alright. Talking about A on Radiation. I gotta remember this. I haven't been down here. What did I used to... Oh, yeah. Okay, I used to use here as a spot. Because they'd come from this way. They'd come from this way, they'd be looking over here, or whatever. If they come from this way, you're fucked. If they come from here, you might be fucked, unless the bomb just happens to block line of sight. I'd say this is the number 1 best spot. I'd say this is the number 2 best... No. Wait, no, it wasn't that spot that I used to use. Where was the one where I had to... I swear I had to run. Oh, yeah. It was literally here, I'm pretty sure. Or was it... Yeah, no, it wasn't there. It was here. You'd have to run quite a bit on this, but the logic behind this move is that obviously they come from this way. They're not gonna check right there. They're just gonna keep running, and they're just gonna boop, come right over here, and they're gonna plant the bomb, and then boom. You know what I mean? So that's a good spot. If you have a camera spot, you could potentially go over here in this little corner, like right here, and you could prone. If you have a camera, if you really want to set up a camera, it's a bit tricky down here. I'd recommend going right here and maybe setting it up, but they'll still probably see it. If you can get one, obviously, you know, put it right here clearly, because you can just, they're not going to look there for a camera. If you can't really go over there in time, I honestly probably would just ditch the camera or just put it like way back here. But the thing you have to do is you'll have to watch when they're right here, because this isn't the worst spot potentially. I mean, it's obvious, and they'll look over here too, and they'll probably see it, but they lay down and plant like this. Like if they rush plant, you'll see them lay down and start planting. So it's not the worst. Not the worst at all. So I'd say this is the number one best spot right here. Number two best spot, right over there. Number three, even though I would just stick to those two. Number three, oh, I forgot about this area. This is such a good area. Not for Ninja Defuse, just in general. I love this. I love this spot of the map. What the fuck, man? That's fucking... Wait, where does it even go to? Can I shoot someone through that? No way, right? Oh, it just goes there and then it turns. Okay. Those are the spots I would use. Now let's dive into the next map. I'm losing my voice, so I'm trying to speed through these episodes. I shouldn't have done all the base maps in one fucking sitting of an hour and a half or whatever, but... yeah, man. Next map. Summit. I'm not gonna lie, this is gonna be quick because I'm just gonna tell you guys the best spots and we're gonna search and destroy. Just get to it. I'm gonna go ahead and sit back up because I'm losing energy. Best bomb, I'd say top 5 bombs in the game to Ninja Defuse at, maybe even top 3. First of all, you always want to start off triangle, dolphin dive, and throw a tomahawk. That's how you dolphin dive tomahawk. Always do a dolphin dive tomahawk there for the Ninja Defusing. Just goated. Greatest Ninja Defusing spot of all time. I have a short on my YouTube channel of me killing people in this spot a lot. Boom. Right here. Don't know why it works. It has worked. No one ever looks there. Boom. Laying right there. Come right here. Lay in this bush. Hold a decoy. Or a tactical insertion. I'd almost never die in this spot. Almost never die. Even if I were to jump on top of the bomb. I mean, obviously, if you see it from here, you can clearly see I'm in this bush. But for some reason, I don't know, when they come over here, this might be a better angle. When I'm here, they just don't see me. And I guess a lot of it is because they come along this way, and they look over here, then they want to come over here and do all this, do all that, whatever, shoot that, and then they want to lay here and plant. The most common plant position I see is this. This is the most common plant position that I see. In which case, if they're laying here, the bomb will block. If they're a bit more off to the side, you can actually check, like, if their body's lined up with the, like, edge of the bomb like this, you'll know that they'll see you from the corner of your screen get up. Unless you're, like, a little further back, you could potentially, like, pull one of these moves, like this. I don't really recommend it. If they're, like, more towards the middle, then you'll know that their whole entire line of sight's blocked. Even this in the middle here, because the bomb's going to be on the screen. And you'll know that you can just literally get your ass up. And obviously from here you can tell. You can tell where they're lined up at. So you can just boom, get up, boom, and boom. Get the defuse. That spot alone, I've never used another spot on this. It's always right here. Always right here. And if you look right here, you're thinking, oh, if someone's laying there, I'm seeing them. But if you're looking from this angle, you see how thin this looks? This looks like an old guy whose hair is going away. Like, if you look at it, it's so thin. But if you go here, it looks way more prominent. It is way more prominent. Even if you're, like, over here, like, it looks more prominent. You know what I mean? It just does. You could lay up here and use that as a spot and drop down onto the bomb. You could do that. I don't really recommend it. I just always recommend this spot and this spot only for that bomb site. A bomb site on Summit, one of my favorite ninja defusing spots of all time. For B, I always use this spot. I'll get right here. I'll prone right here. And it's because this is deep in your spawn over here. A lot of the time, they're not going to come from here. If you have people that rush spawns, they might. I just get here and prone. A lot of the time, what they'll do whenever they plant is they'll come from this way. They'll come here. They'll clear this out. They'll look over here, which they won't see you because you're over there. They'll come over here like this. They'll prone, and they'll plant probably, usually about right here, or maybe even right here. Maybe not here because you're exposed, but maybe sometimes. They won't come here because their feet, I feel like, but a lot of times, like if you're just coming here, you'll be like, oh, there's a guy. Got his ass. Reload, make sure there's no one else. Crouch, boom, make sure there's no one else. Lay down and plant the bomb. In which case, you can just come up behind them. Boop, and done. You know, if they do come from this way and plant, I don't know what it would look like what they would see if you're laying here, but I'm assuming you're not too visible, like if you're here. But if you are head level, that's a different story. You can actually get up on this and potentially get a good estimate as to what head level would be. Probably here. It's a little bit taller, but it's pretty much head level. Boom. Really, look how high up that is. That's higher than head level, and you can't even see me laying here. I mean, you can see a pixel, but that's a little bit higher than head level. It's a little bit higher than head level. But they'll come from here. You know, they'll get here, and they might plant like this, you know, but I don't really recommend having your back turned. Look, you're looking at one part of the map when you're right here. When you're facing this way, the whole entire map is behind you. So it's just pointless. You could use this spot only on this. If you really want to get fancy, I mean, I guess you could go up here and you can do this. You can maybe pull off a spot like this. It's just not recommended because right there, you're dead. You know, I used to use that spot a lot. And I've also done a few rat spots like this right here just for the hell of it, you know, because if you're looking from here, like, you can't really, you know what I mean? Like, you can't see my feet. Like, you know, that's a little rat spot. You know, you could do that just to have them walk past you and get flashy if you really want to. Your feet stick up if you do it that way sometimes. So I just recommend facing this. A lot of people aren't okay with this. They want to face their enemy. They want to face their enemy like this. You know what I mean? They want to, like, see them walk past them. But you can see my feet stick up when I do it. Just do this. Use the corner of your screen like this if you want. See them walk past you. You know what I mean? You know, maybe even walk in and set up a little camera or something. I don't know. But yeah, man, that is it for this. This was probably the shortest video I've done. Summit's a great map. And you know what we gotta do. We gotta try to make it in here, because I don't even know if I can make it in here anymore. Do I die from this? Nope. Alright, let's do it. Ready? Go. Boop! Fuck. Yeah! I haven't been in here in forever. I forgot how goated this was for sniping, man, because when you come down, your first instinct is not to look here. I'm gonna start using this. Holy shit. You come in here with the sniper and just fucking boom, decapitated. I want to play some Michael Myers on Black Ops 1, man. I need to get me a lobby together. Yeah, you come down here, you are not gonna see this. Here's a spot that I watched on Act Like a Bush. I don't have a tomahawk. You know what, actually? Here's what we'll do. We'll die. Of course, it doesn't end it.
Good job, team. Get ready for the next round.
We'll plant the, be on the planting side. This is just a spot for fun if you guys ever want to use it. Funnily enough, he was actually using this exact same class that I'm using, a Mac 11 suppressed, funnily enough. You actually come in here, you hop up on top of the sign right here, and you hold a tomahawk, is what you do. And you can watch that on Act Like a Bush. If you search Ninja Defuse spot on every map, you will find that. He did this exact thing. Let's make sure I can do it real quick without dying. Hop up on top of here, hold a tomahawk. And I know it looked crazy. I've had this work before. They've literally came right up this way, and they've literally walked right past me. I blend in because of the color, obviously. But all I'm saying is I've had this shit work before. Literally, I've had this shit work. Yeah. How do I keep respawning on Search and Destroy? Dolphin Dive Tomahawk. I'm going to show you guys how good I am at this game. Watch this. I'm going to make this land right on the stairs in the other spawn. Watch this shit. I'm kind of yapping for the end of it, but yeah, man, watch this shit. Maybe it's because it's early game. I don't know. Look at that. Told you. Land right on the stairs in the spawn, just like I told you. That's how good I am at this game. I'm a nerd at this fucking game. I promise you, I'm a big nerd at this game. But yeah. Let's go ahead and move on to the next episode. I'm gonna go ahead and film it. I believe it's the last episode, so I will see you guys in the next episode. Peace out.